I have such a complicated little ritual for starting the videos now, because it used to like mess up every now and then, and there was a good way to test whether or not it had messed up, and that was whether or not the audio thing was recording. And I don't even like the audio thing. I don't use that at all anymore because I turn on high performance mode. The proper video thing hasn't really messed up since I turned on high performance mode. But, well, once it messed up right around the end, though. It's less likely to now. But both of them messed up. Sometimes both of them mess up. Sometimes just the video messes up and the audio doesn't. So that's why I like having the audio backup. But the audio backup is cool too, because it's a good way to see if the audio is recording at all, because there's a visual feedback when I start the recording that's got the slider or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't remember. It's like a bar and it raises. It's not a wave file. It's something different. But what for some reason what works is I open the two apps. The app interface for the video recording app is, well, it has a proper interface, but when you're going to record, it's just like a little bar that floats, and you can bring it anywhere with you, and you just press the record button on the little bar, and then it starts recording. So I bring that into the audio recording app, and I unplug the mic, which is very easy to do because I just like slip it out. I just slip it out from the connection part, from the part that connects the adapter to the mic itself. So it's two very small cords, and I just separate those two, not fully, but fully enough for it to not register. And then I start the recording, and then once that's started, I plug it back in so that it switches the mic over, and then I turn on the audio recording app, and then I tap on the mic to make sure that it's working. And I always tap on the mic. Instead of talking, I tap on the mic because if for some reason it was recording from the wrong mic, I would be able to see that. Because if I'm tapping on the mic and I'm not registering a large enough thing, that means it's recording from the wrong mic, recording from the phone mic as opposed to the blue snowball. That's that. I played Zelda today. Yep. Playing Zelda still. I just like died to one of the sub bosses, and I'm gonna try again, obviously. I know my mistake. I got hit too many times. That was my mistake. I could have eaten when you eat to get food. Other than that, I woke up at my dad's house, and I was there for I don't know, most of the morning, had some leftover pizza, did some yard work with my brother because, I don't know, he needed help, and apparently, we made a deal. I'm going to help him out with the yard work for the next few weekends. I think he said like 3 or 4, and he'll give me his old gaming computer that he built himself 4 years ago, and yay. So in about a month I'm gonna have a pretty good computer, which means I can do like a lot more, which means I can bring Kumo back, because I can just like yeah I can bring Kumo back, because I can actually process those videos well, and I can actually start processing these videos with my computer as well, because a fantastic feature of AZ Screen Recorder is Wi-Fi transfer. If you go to a website on a computer or anything else with the same, or like if you go to a certain specific website, if you're on the same internet connection, you'll be able to transfer any videos over if you're in the proper mode. I don't really know what I'm saying. I turn it on the app, and then I type in the website, and I'm pretty sure it's the same. I think it's just my IP or some variation or something like that. So I can just have a bookmark to it, and then I go to that, and then I've never done it because I've never cared to do it, because processing videos with my shitty laptop, it's just a bad idea. Yeah, and that will allow me to access any videos that I've recorded with the phone with the computer. So I have less to worry about. Yeah, I mean, it might take some amount of time to transfer over, but like if I just record earlier, that won't matter as much. And if it's faster to upload and even process, then it won't matter as much. And it will be faster to upload because I get about 50 from my phone from the Wi-Fi, but I get about 80 from the laptop when it's plugged into the router, which it is. It's directly next to the router. The router is in my room. I stole it. Because when I changed rooms, they put me in the room that was opposite of where the router used to be, and I was like, nope, not having this. And so I just put the router in this room because this room had a cable line, and just, you know, it worked. And it doesn't matter that much. Nobody in the house really uses it, and it's still close enough to the office that there's where the internet goes. You know, the internet won't reach to the living room, but that's fine because that's where the TV is. That's where they watch TV. When gives a shit about internet. So yeah, hopefully in the new house they're getting 2 routers, one for upstairs and then one for my room. But maybe. That's what we're hoping, at least. Who killed that? Who the fuck killed that? No, I don't care, actually. I love doing that. I love pretending to get angry, because that's the emotion that I can do best in acting. I can do anger, and I can do upset. Or like, just like disappointed, just like, fuck you, man. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate all of this, okay? All of this sucks. That's acting, by the way. Oh god, yeah. I did that to my sister because we were gonna play a game called Imagine If, and I didn't know anything about it, but the tagline was learn what your friends think about you. And I went upstairs to do something, and I went back downstairs, and I was like, I hate you, that's what I think of you. And she's like, what? I was like, that's the game. This game's about what you think? Obviously, she knew I was joking, but it was fun to do. Oh man, yeah. Oh god, I just got like weirdly tired, which is fine, but I'm excited about the computer thing. And I'm fine with working with my brother. I don't mind working with my brother. He's easy to work with. And he understands a lot of the things. He doesn't like overwork me, and he knows what I'm capable of doing. And he's not annoying. So I'm fine with working with him. I don't do it often because he usually doesn't pay me, but like he just outright asked me if I could help him, and I was like, well, I mean, yeah, sure, if I get like something in return. And he's like, well, I'm not going to pay you because I don't want you to waste any money. And I was like, well, I kind of need to save up for a computer. And he's like, I'll give you mine. And then boom, done, you know? So for like, yeah, four weekends, and we're good. And I told him, you know, as long as it's fine with mom's schedule and she can, or somebody can watch grandpa, or we can probably bring him over there because we're just doing work at dad's house, just fixing up shit. Yeah, a lot of yard work, but you know, not really shit I haven't done before. Yep. Get a little dirt under my nails. Get a little bones. I don't know. It's not really, I mean, it's like he's not going to be working me to the bone. He just needs somebody to help him get things done faster, while he's deciding that he's got time to get things done, you know? So fine with that. Plus new computer, and also apparently the games, because he built like a gaming PC, and he's got games for it. I don't know what he's got. I think he's got like Diablo and Skyrim too. I think I could play Skyrim, which is fun. I was gonna like wait till I can get the Switch and then get Skyrim on that, but then just fucking just get it on the fucking computer. Why the hell not? Yeah, probably. I feel like most of what I'm gonna be using it for just is gonna end up being videos anyway. But yeah, cool. And I might even do like a Breath of the Wild thing. I want to get back to Wind Waker before I do any videos on Breath of the Wild. Also, kind of want to do videos on Breath of the Wild once like it dies down a bit, because I mean, like, you fucking need to just play it. You don't want to watch someone play it. It's an experience you have to see for yourself. So you need to just play it. Definitely. But yeah. So when I get that computer, Kumo comes back, Shield comes back, and Dilligames comes back, which I never very, very rarely used, but it'll come back. And it'll actually be Wii U games instead of, well, probably also emulated games, but games that aren't mobile games is what goes on Dilligames. But so far there's just been nothing because nobody's uploading anything. But yeah, cool. And I can also do the thumbnails myself if I want to, which I don't know. I might just keep letting Chugs do that for fun. Because I don't know. If he's cool with it. It's not a very hard thing to do. It's like much easier on a computer, which is why I have other people do it. But you know, as soon as I get my own computer, that excuse goes right out the window, and then it's just I don't have to what am I trying to say? I don't have to make other people do it. Yeah. I can do it myself. If I want to. Where am I going to put the damn thing? Is the question. I guess I can just tuck it under the TV. Yeah. Yeah. I was I had another computer like that for a while. I never used it. Because it was really shitty. Like it was just like Tom found it somewhere and was like, "Here, look at this computer." I think it's just like a friend of his gave it to him, and it's functional, but it's not nothing spectacular. It's not going to be able to do any of the shit that I would need it to do. So I just kept it. But then eventually my mom needed a new computer because hers was getting bad. So I was just like, "Oh yeah, I got that one," and so I gave her that one. And now I have hers, which kind of works, but still isn't at all what I would need it to be for processing videos. But yeah, so I get a nice PC. His PC Master Race, but at the same time, still definitely just gonna be playing Breath of the Wild. Just because where it will be, I won't be using my computer that much. I don't know. I might change things around. I'm not sure. Did I? I'm trying to think. Something went wrong with my wireless keyboard the last time I used it. I think it just straight up broke. Either the keyboard or the mouse or something. It's just straight up broke. Maybe just needed new batteries. I feel like I tried new batteries and it didn't work. So rip that. But I guess I'll be fine. Maybe I'll stick it in the drawer? No, I wanted to have it a bit more air than that. Maybe I can put it next to the TV. I don't know. I don't really know. Did a bit of driving today too. I drove back to here with my brother. Apparently he's gonna be letting me drive for the other shit too. Just as part of the compensation because I need the practice and Mom doesn't let me. He didn't even really like tell me to do anything because I can drive pretty fine. Well, there was one part where I braked a little rough, I guess, and then he was like, "Yeah, don't do that." And he's right. He's completely right. I knew why I did it, and why I did it was bad. I didn't want to admit it. Honestly, I wasn't paying enough attention. Was the thing, because I was looking to the cars to the right of me that were trying to come into the road, and I was like, "What are they doing?" And then I was like, "Oh, there's people in front of me with the red light." So didn't slow down enough beforehand in order to come down in a smooth break, but yeah. I'm a fast learner. Like driving probably isn't going to be a problem. I mean, like, I don't even know how much I'll do it ever, because just get an Uber whenever I need to go anywhere, which, if this becomes a real job, which then going anywhere won't really be a thing that I'll have to do ever, If I want a car, I want an Elio, and that's it. I think I talked about this. I know I talked about this in the chat, in the Zeke chat online. If you want to be in that, add me online in the description. Yeah, I know I talked about it in there. But the Elio is like a tiny car that's great and tiny. It's like it's two-person tandem, and it gets fucking amazing gas mileage because it weighs so little, and the air resistance is like barely anything. My sister mentioned that because it weighs so little, it'll get pushed around a lot in heavy winds. Or even like if a big truck passes by, because she's got a smaller car and she experiences that. So that's a genuine concern, but I'm not sure at the same time, because it is so low profile, that maybe it'll just kind of, like, that shit won't bother it. It'll just kind of bounce off of it instead of pushing against it. I don't know, though, because I know, like, safety is one of their main priorities here. So I feel like they would take that kind of thing into consideration. Like, put it up against a bunch of winds and just see what happens. But I don't know. I don't even think I can actually buy one yet. They're still kind of working on them. But it seems like it's a thing that's gonna happen. So I'm happy about that, because it's a cool fucking car. I think it looks great. I think it would be crazy fun just to drive, because, I mean, you're driving in the middle. It's like a fucking airplane. It's like a cockpit. The inside of it just reminds me like a cockpit of an airplane, which I've never been in at all, but they're cool. Yeah. God, another Witchgate? Seriously? I'm gonna like have to leave this Witchgate because I'm gonna fucking end the episode so that I can keep playing some Zelda, keep getting my ass handed to me. Probably. Maybe. I got a little ambitious. Went after a pretty hard enemy there with not quite the best weapons, but I think I'll be fine. I'll probably be fine. Yeah, I developed a good strategy. I developed a strategy fighting the weaker versions, and then I was like, fuck yeah, we'll take on the harder version, because of course they get better drops. And I think the same strategy will work. I just have to do it a lot more because they have a lot more health. But yeah, I won't talk about what it is because I don't want to spoil nothing. I don't want to even talk about the enemy I'm fighting. But yeah, is it? I think we're like 20 minutes ish. I think we're either approaching 20 minutes or we're like past it just a bit. But that'll do fine. That'll do fine. Yeah, take care of yourself.